There's more! It was awful! I'm back! CGI shit!
I rest my case.
It was fucking horrible!
This movie's gonna sell a lot of this shit.
Gonna sell a lot of popcorn.
You probably won't get off this island alive.
Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome back to another opening night. And what's this? BigJackFilms saw a new movie this year. Who would have guessed? No, I decided this is one of the ones I've been looking forward to all year. Really excited to see this movie. Huge thank you to Honey Bear for getting me this amazing popcorn bucket at the theater. I don't know why this is a hot commodity right now of like people getting this shit, but this bucket kicks ass. So much popcorn in here. Didn't even finish it. When I'm done, I'm gonna turn this into a little trash bin, which is really cool. It's tin, which is really awesome. But yes, guys, out of buttfuck nowhere, when we thought we were done, the legacy lives, as you guys know. Last year, I had effectively ended the Jurassic Park legacy reviews with my review of Dominion, which at the time even I thought was going to be the last one. But lo and behold, surprise, Universal Pictures says, no, we're going to make part 7. We had part 7, which was a shock that they were making this. I'm shocked who they got to write it. I'm shocked who they got to direct it. I'm shocked who they got to star in it. And that, of course, being the latest film in the Jurassic Park series, Jurassic Park 7, or, you know, basically Jurassic World Rebirth. We're not even calling them numbers by now. This one's interesting. So, I've already covered all of the movies in both mostly opening nights for at least the last 3, or the last 2 actually, and as well as Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, which I thoroughly enjoyed those shows. I've done the Legacy reviews, and yes, I do plan a Legacy review of this at some point. Not this year, but we have plans. But there is going to be something special for that. But with that said, this is Jurassic World Rebirth, the 7th installment of the series. Surprisingly not a reboot or a remake, but it is a continuation of where we last left off. But it's interesting with this one. So yeah, I had heard about this movie. I was like, alright, surprise, we're making a part 7. Okay, whoop-de-doo. What's the big deal? But then they announced the writer, David Koepp, who did the first 2 movies. Okay, we might be in solid hands. We have the director, Gareth Edwards. 2014 Godzilla still sucked, but Rogue One has been the best thing in the Disney Star Wars canon. And then we have Scarlett Johansson is in this, who is a huge fan of the series, big popular star. Alright, maybe there's something exciting here. They were filming in Thailand, a lot of Lost World vibes were feeling. I'm like, alright, you know what, I'm down for this. Let's see what goes on. And I'm just gonna say, I was more hyped for this than Dominion. Surprisingly, I was more excited for this movie than Dominion. Dominion just felt like we just got it done and over with. But in this case, what's the story? Okay, so the plot of this one is, it's like 5 or 6 years after Dominion. Dinosaurs are still in the population, even in New York. First major scene is they capture a brontosaurus, or not brontosaurus, an apatosaurus, big one actually. Dinosaurs are surprisingly bigger this time. And we have Scarlett Johansson, who plays a Marine who is hired by a big rich corporate guy who wants to extract dinosaur blood samples from 3 of the largest species of both land, sea, and air. And in doing so, he needs a crack team of Marines and stuff, to go into one of the islands and recover the DNA. Now you're probably thinking, well wait, there's dinosaurs all over the place. Why don't they just use those? Well, it's because, surprisingly enough, the dinosaurs are starting to die off. They cannot adapt and coexist with us in the mainland. The air is too strong, the plants are different, and so on. It doesn't really equate, which is why they go to the equator. They go to parts of Africa because there is more of their prehistoric environment that's more adaptable. Something that, shockingly, they expressed in Chaos Theory Season 2, because I was thinking, why the fuck are we in Africa? Now, in context, it makes sense. I love the fact that I watched the show knowing what was going to happen. By the way, really excited for Season 4. So hyped. They better connect more with this. But with that said, I thought that was cool. So, Scarlett Jo and this rich guy then hire a paleontologist, played by Jonathan Bailey, named Dr. Henry Loomis. Yes, that is a nod to the Halloween series, with Dr. Loomis played by the wonderful Donald Pleasance. I thought that was cool. Who turned out was a apprentice to Alan Grant. Okay, good connection with the other movies. Then they hire a couple other guys. The guy was supposed to be Blade, I think is one of the Marines. And they go off to one of the islands to find some dinosaurs and get the specimens, while also coming across a family that is marooned on one of the islands by the Mosasaurus, and surprisingly working with the return of the Spinosaurus. Not one, it's not the original dinosaur, but it's like a total of, I think, 5 Spinosaurs, which is insane. They went overboard on this. And while they do that, they also have to come across the iconic dinosaurs, new dinosaurs, and a weird new hybrid reject that was left on that island that poses a pretty big threat. Now, in comparison to the last one, now I remember when I did opening night on Dominion, that I thought the people were saying this is the worst one, and I came out kind of liking it because it was a big dumb cartoon. And I agree, it was a big dumb cartoon, it was better than Fallen Kingdom, but it was still a bad movie. As I retracted my thoughts in seeing it for my review, I started to realize how much of a disappointment it was, how much of a letdown it was as a finale. This one, I can happily say, is by far better than the last two. It is way beyond better. It is amazing. It is great. It is a damn good Jurassic Park movie. It's going back to basics. It does more reflect... A lot of people said it reminded them of Jurassic Park 3, which can be both a hit or miss for people. A hit because it's a smaller, contained movie with some entertainment value, but a miss because, oh god, they're gonna do some goofy shit, and it's too short and rushed, and it's kind of pointless to the franchise. It's about the same here, except this one feels a lot more interesting. There's some really cool stuff here, and it's just a fun little popcorn movie. It's a good summer blockbuster. It's a feel-good summer blockbuster. And the best part about this movie, hands down, this has probably been the scariest Jurassic Park movie since the second one. Since the second one or the third one. The last 3 were basically giant toy commercials to sell toys. They were cartoons. That's all they were. The scare factor was gone. They just said, no, these are theme park movies. We make them to make kids' toys. Okay, make your Saturday morning cartoon, which you did. This one goes back to basics. This one goes back to it. David Koepp knew exactly what he was doing in making these dinosaurs scary again. They are scary. They are horrific. Especially some older dinosaurs. I'm like, I have not been scared of that thing for a while, and I'm glad I'm scared of him again, because he was starting to lose his fear factor. The directing, Gareth Edwards, he has really shined on me. At first I'm thinking, oh god, he's gonna tease them, but I think since Rogue One, he's learned his lesson. Do not tease your audience. Show them what they want to see. That Darth Vader scene in Rogue One is fantastic, and here, it's same thing. He does not tease. He does not tease for a long time. He shows the monsters. We see them in action. They look fantastic. He knows how to film. This is one of the most beautifully shot of the films. And also the visual effects are good, and the dinosaurs look massive. They look scary. They look intimidating. There is weight to these animals. I don't feel like they're like featherless CG monsters in a video game. I feel like these are heavy-weighted animals. Now, my only complaint is that, yeah, there's no animatronics in this one, which is a shame. It's a bit of a disappointment for me that they went back to just doing CG. But again, I think because the budget's lower, it's a lot scaled-down story, yeah, go CG. There even is some stuff you cannot do with puppets. This is there is some stuff that you have to do with CGI, which I'm okay with. And that's how I feel about this movie. It is a smaller scale production. It is a smaller story, sort of like an epilogue to Dominion. And on top of that, this reminds me kind of like, a lot of people have said this, it reminds them of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. For me, it more reminds me of one of the latter sequels of the original Planet of the Apes, more so in the vein of Escape from the Planet of the Apes or Battle for the Planet of the Apes. Granted, Battle is one of the worst ones, but Escape is decent. Escape tells a new story with established lore, and that's what this does. It's a new story with established lore, and they don't try to break any of the rules or anything. There's a lot of, people say callbacks, I think there's a lot of world building in this one. They do explain things about the dinosaurs, where they've been, why they're in the equator, why there's certain things happening. And there's a lot to like here. The characters are really interesting. I know people were complaining, oh, it's boring because we have so much exposition, but I think it's good that we got to know these characters. We like them. We know their background. We want them to get out. This is important. This is something I think they learned from Godzilla Minus One. Make us care about these characters. And I did care. I actually did like the chemistry with all of them. And when some of them died, I'm like, oh, shit, that guy was cool. It was interesting. There were some shocking deaths. You see the kills. They don't cut away. This is exactly what I want. It is bloody. It is violent. This is going back to the roots of the first movie. It's fantastic. Speaking of, the lore, the background of this one, the island they're on is an abandoned research facility used to not build the original Jurassic Park, although it kind of was, but later this was the breeding ground for the hybrid experiments that would later be used for Jurassic World to create, say, the Indominus Rex. These are the leftover prototypes. And I liked this. I liked that we got to see that. The D-Rex, or as I call it, Scuzzlebutt, he has Patrick Duffy for a leg and weighs baskets. Scuzzlebutt's horrifying. Scuzzlebutt is crazy scary. It is a big dumb animal who is hungry, who is just picking people up and snatching them and munching on them, and is intimidating the way he's shot and shown. It's beautiful. It looks great. You feel the fear factor. There's one part I'm like, oh shit. There was some oh shit moments. The scares got me. A lot of that's great. And of course, a lot of people want me to talk about the scene that was adapted from the book at last that was left from the first movie. The raft scene with the T-Rex. Now, is this Rexy? No. Is this Buck? No. This is a totally different T-Rex left on the island. I love this T-Rex design. I don't know if we've given him a name yet, fans, but I love this T-Rex. Probably the biggest we've ever seen. This thing is massive. This thing is scary. Even if it's all CG, it looks great. That raft scene, straight out of the storyboard, straight out of the animatics, straight out of all the concept art, it looks fantastic. The fact we finally get to see this on the big screen from the book and from the original movie, and that it later adapted even the ride, was great. Now, I didn't see this in 4DX, I didn't see this in IMAX, I saw this at a regular screening, and I still felt the tension. The sound's great, the music's surprisingly good, it's more retaining the original themes of the first one, thought that was fantastic. The other dinosaurs in this are pretty good. We get a lot of new ones, the Mosasaurus is back. Mosasaurus finally gets to do some cool shit. He's not just popping in and jumping out. He's like swimming around, he's doing whale stuff, it's very orca-ish. The movie is very much like Jaws. Ironically enough, yes, Jaws is having its 50th, but what's really cool is that we got a trailer for the re-release of Jaws in August. I am going to see that. It's gonna be a fun time. I like the fact that we saw that. But the Mosasaurus scene is cool. The Spinosauruses, I thought that scene was fantastic, although I wish they had more screen time at the end. I know the Velociraptors are in the movie, and even Jonathan Bailey's like, are those raptors? Yeah, they're raptors. That's not in the movie. The raptor scenes, it's like one shot, one scene with them in the background, blurred out, and these mutodons come in and just chomp them. I guess it's a way of the movies to say, we're done with the raptors, we're tired of the raptors, let's do something different. I even like that, okay, I agree with Movie Bob to some degree that, like, can we stop doing this, this sort of, like, self-awareness that you know your movies are bad? Look, we'll go watch your movies. Just tell a good story. That's all we want is a good story. This was a good plot. Simplified. Easy. I thought, the raptors could have been used a bit more. Then we have the Titanosaurus looks amazing. That was a really beautiful scene. I actually kind of felt that. I felt the vibe I had with the first one with the Brachiosaurus in the scene. Well done movie. And then we had the Quetzalcoatlus scene. That was lacking, but it still was cool to see the Quetzalcoatlus in there, a different design. And really outside of that, it's typical dino shit, and that's about it. Now, do I have any problems with this movie? I have a few issues. I do think the way it opens and the reason why is a little ridiculous and stupid and funny in an ironic way, but I still love that opening scene. I like we're doing flashbacks. Can we do one with, like, they did in Halloween Kills, where they have, like, a flashback with Dr. Loomis? Can we get a flashback with John Hammond? Can we do something with that? I think that's good territory to go and tell flashbacks. I do think the villain is, again, typical generic, who gives a shit. I'm tired of this rich tycoon, evil capitalist. Done with that. Move on to something else. And on top of that, I thought the ending was interesting. It's not this bombastic climax that we're expected to see. This one is much more laid back. This is much like the first one, but more like the third one. It felt like the ending to the third one mixed with the first one, because it ends dino-wise like the third movie, but it ends with a let's go home like the first one. And I thought that was okay. That was a nice little callback to both. I do like that some of these creatures are not just simply killed, they are going to stay long-term for the franchise, if they do make another one. And outside of that, it was fine. Like, this movie was relatively good, better than the last two, but compared to, like, I think it's better than Jurassic World and Jurassic Park 3? No. Nah, not even close. I still think this is one of the scariest ones, at least since the second one. It has that going. Ranking it for me, it's probably number 5 for me. I still hold the first 4 relatively close to the chest for me, but this is number 5. This is, like, 5th best one. I think I do need to sit on it for a while, get my thoughts cleared on it, what I want to talk about eventually when I do a legacy review. But overall, guys, I had a good time with this movie. I think it is worth seeing. This is the one to watch rather than Dominion. Pay your money to see this full price. See it in D-Box. I'm sure it's fun as a ride. Give it investment, because I want to see more of this consistency. I want to see more of this story. It has staying power. Yeah, we're tired of chasing the dinosaurs and stuff, but I'm here for the world building. I'm here for the interesting stuff. I'm here for the familiar stuff. I'm here for the scares. This movie is what I pay to see for a Jurassic Park movie. I don't pay to see all this world politics and all this background shit making the dinosaurs props. They're there, they look cool, they look awesome, they do cool shit. Enough of the mutants. Maybe get a kid to die. Let's get an R-rated Jurassic Park in there, but I had a good time with this one. This is a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. I had a good time. This is a good summer blockbuster. We're checking out up there with Superman coming up, which I'm probably going to go see next week. And then on top of that, things like Fantastic Four. Let's see how that turns out. But summer movie season is here, and it's starting off with a pretty good bang. So there's my first thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of this movie? Let me know in the comments section below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Where do you rank it in the series? And what is your favorite sequel? If you say Lost World, that's obvious, but think of one in the franchise that isn't the first two, and let me know what your favorite is in the comments. So, as of now, I am going to make a legacy review down the line. I don't know when, but in the meantime, guys, you can support me on Patreon. Just $1 more, get early access to all of our content, as well as other special features. I am slowly working on episode 3. I did make an update post about how it's been kind of delayed a little bit because we still have like 113 visual effects shots to do, and it is a hassle, but I'm a one-man crew getting this done. I hope you guys are ready to see the journey continue with Star Wars, but with Jurassic Park, had a good time with this one. So until the next video, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off saying, go check out Dominion, and as, again, Joe Johnston would say, this movie's going to make a lot of popcorn. This is a fun popcorn movie. Get yourself one of those collectible buckets. They are really cool. Like, this is really solid. Thank you so much, Honey Beer, for getting me this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's BigJackFilms, signing off for now. Bye.